Welcome to Cord Cutting Today for September 16th, 2019. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. If you want to learn more about these stories, read them for yourself so you can come up with your own opinions. I'll put them down in the show notes down below in the order I talk about them, so you can read about them and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. We'll love to hear from you. If you are new here, hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we're doing, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV. Well, real quick, before we get into the news and the deals of the day, we are doing a survey of our readers and viewers here that kind of helps us stay on top of everything happening in the world of cord cutting. So if you have just a few minutes, hopefully 5 or less this survey will take, could you kind of tell us why you cut the cord, what devices are you using, what services are you using, and maybe about any future cord cutting plans. Just a few very simple questions. I'll put a link to the survey at the top of the show notes at the bottom there. So if you could, just take a few minutes, fill it out. If you're using iPhones or iOS, I have a link there in the post that will take you to allow you to do it through a browser. Sometimes Google Docs embedded into a website for their forums doesn't always work well on the iPhones or iPads, so check out the link at the top there. But yeah, just a few minutes, huge help to us, lets us know exactly kind of what's happening in the world of cord cutting. Keep ourselves up to date on what you're doing with cord cutting right now. All right, quick rundown of a few deals. Amazon is ahead of their new hardware event next week, having the Fire TVs and Fire TV Recasts are on sale, starting at $24.99 for the Fire TV Stick HD, $34.99 for the Fire Stick 4K, or if you use that promo code in the post down below, some Amazon users, seems like most, are able to get the Fire TV Stick 4K for $24.99. I was able to do it just last night, again, to get that promo code to work. I don't know why some people can make it work and some don't. I don't know what Amazon's theory on this. I don't know if it's you've taken a similar deal like this in the past so you don't qualify now or what. But check that out, link in the show notes down below. Also, the Fire TV Recast is on sale, starting at $169.99 for the 2-tuner and $209.99 for the down from $279.99 for the 4-tuner 1 terabyte one. Plus now the Recast adds the ability to add an external hard drive there. So some good deals on Fire TV products, though we'll find out. Right now all we have is rumors about next week's event. It does sound like we're going to get maybe some Fire tablets, maybe some Echoes, and maybe some Fire TVs. We'll have to wait and see what Amazon announces. All right, let's get into the news of the day. One of the biggest stories over the weekend was that AT&T and Disney were right down to the wire. So AT&T was supposed to lose Disney-owned channels, including the Disney Channel and ESPN and more, Saturday morning. They agreed to several short-term extensions that went throughout the day. They were like 3-4 hour extensions every time as talks continued. And then over Sunday morning, Disney shut down the website promoting the blackout, stopped running ads promoting the blackout, but no official announcement has come. Now, my sources are telling me that a short-term, longer, we should call it, short-term extension has been reached that will allow Disney-owned channels to stay on AT&T services like DIRECTV, AT&T TV Now, Uverse, etc., as they finalize details on a deal that sounds like they may have a structure of a deal, but they need to get all the fine print and everything settled. This is fairly common that sometimes they'll say, hey, we kind of know what we want to do here. Everybody's tired. We've been plowing through this. Let's say, hey, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, a month maybe. We'll extend it. That'll give us plenty of time to finalize this deal. So the good news is it looks like a deal's in place. We may get the final word of an official deal that for a long term for several years here soon. But I'd love to know, were you an AT&T TV customer? Did you jump ship over all the fears? I mean, the SEC was promoting, hey, you're probably not going to watch your football games on Saturday. Disney was running ads all the time. It was really funny because AT&T was trying to block out the on-screen warnings that Disney was putting on during ESPN games and stuff. So it was a funny back and forth for a while there. Did that make you jump ship? Did you already change? Or did you hang out and say, hey, I'm just going to play this out and see what happens if a blackout happens? So let me know. Next story up, Best Buy and Staples are being sued for encouraging piracy and promoting or selling piracy devices in Canada. This comes from the Super Channel, which is a premium channel in Canada, who says that Best Buy was selling devices and their employees were encouraging people to buy these devices that we would commonly call a Cody box. Now, Cody is perfectly legal. It's what you do with it. But Cody has also got kind of a little bit of a reputation around it when people say Cody box. So keep that in mind if I refer to Cody box. I'm talking about the third-party add-ons. It's just kind of the name people use for these devices that are sold with tons of piracy third-party add-ons included. So these were apparently for sale in the stores at places like Best Buy, Staples, and a few others. And the Super Channel went in there and talked to employees who recommended, hey, buy this $60 or $200 device, get free TV from it, including content that the Super Channel owned rights to. So they're suing several places, including Staples and Best Buy, to say, hey, you're encouraging piracy, you're selling it. Not only are you selling it, but you are encouraging it. They said this is coming from management level, basically. And this has kind of been one of those things here in the United States. Now, in the United States, we've seen Amazon and others really crack down on it. In recent months, Amazon has worked very closely to say, hey, if you find a pirate device, for example, let us know, we'll pull it off. Walmart's been doing kind of the same thing. This could be a major ground precedent-setting case here. You know, would Best Buy be liable not only for, hey, we allowed something to slip into our system here, but hey, our employees encouraged them to do that. I think that's the main thing here. Our employees were like, hey, don't buy that device, get this one because it's going to give you free movies and free TV show. So I'll be very interested to see what happens. They didn't list what add-ons were on these boxes or exactly what boxes they were, but they did include videos, a video on their website where they were talking to employees at these places who were going out and saying, hey, yeah, get this device, free movies, free TV shows, you're good. And we'll see. Now this has kind of become a major focus. In the last year or two, we've seen a lot of lawsuits, a lot of efforts to shut down these third-party add-ons, these so-called Cody boxes, and destroy some financially, and in Canada even, try to put some of these people in jail for federal crimes for selling piracy. So it'll be very interesting to see how Best Buy and Staples does this. I'm sure they don't want to be seen as selling pirated stuff. They want to keep good business relationships with these companies. So I'll be posting updates if you want to learn more about that lawsuit. This comes from a CBC report. Check out our story down below to read more about it and let me know what you think. Does it surprise you that you were finding pirated devices for sale at Best Buy and Staples in Canada? Let me know. All right. Xumo TV is a great 100% free streaming service with ads. Over the weekend, they added some new channels. The Reelz channel, the Forensic Files channel, and the Nosey channel have all been added to Xumo TV. It's available on Roku and a whole host of other devices right there with a lot of new content. So if you use Xumo, let me know what's your favorite channel on there. Do you compare it to other services? Leave us a comment. I'd love to hear from you on what you think of the new Xumo TV channels and Xumo TV overall. If you have a Roku, like I always say, these free channels don't cost you anything. I highly encourage you to check them out. All right, next story up, Apple TV Plus. So we're a little over a month away, about a month and a half we'll say, from Apple TV Plus launching, $4.99 in the United States. And Jess has taken the time to break down all the originals that are coming to Apple TV Plus at launch and afterwards that we know about at this moment. Apple, of course, has this way of sometimes just kind of, oh yeah, and here's 3 more shows we didn't tell you about kind of thing. But so if you want to see everything come into the Apple TV Plus, check out the story from Jess in the link down below and let me know which ones are your favorite. All right, last story up of the day real quick is Vidgo. So Vidgo is a new live TV streaming service that's aimed to take on Sling TV, PlayStation Vue, and more. And I got a first hands-on look at it, and you can find our first impressions over at corecarsnews.com. I played around with their new app over the weekend. There's still some things happening in the background. They were very clear, like, hey, we have already deals with some channels that haven't been added, but they're coming soon as part of this beta. The DVR wasn't live, but they said the DVR is coming soon, that they hope to expand the beta soon. So Vidgo has definitely been around a long time. They started advertising years ago that they were coming. A lot of setbacks. They had a leadership change over there that they've talked about in the past. And now with these new deals they got with this new structure they have, they are saying they're very close. They have beta testers already out there in the United States testing the English channels. They're already selling Spanish channels. And now they're talking about, hey, going public with the new Vidgo live TV service with English channels, which include content from like Disney and Fox and Discovery and Viacom and more on the way. So I was very impressed. It adds a lot of social elements to it. It adds the ability to create hangouts. You can join a public hangout and chat about a show or a video game, or excuse me, a sports game you're watching right there. Or you can invite just people you know, friends and family, to join you on a chat and watch the game together, talking about it, create polls, upload sticky images and more to the chat as you're watching your show or your game, which I thought was pretty cool. They're definitely trying to do something a little bit different, try to be stand out from the competition, we'll call it. So I was very impressed. I have screenshots that we talk about a lot more. Still not ready for public release yet, but they seem to be very, very close to it. They're just getting the final pieces in place. And definitely seems like something that could be competitive with Sling TV, PlayStation View, YouTube TV, once they got everything put into it. So I love this. You know me, I love competition. The more competition out there, because if Vidgo does something great, it's going to force the other ones to go do something great. If they do something great, it'll force Vidgo to do something great to compete. You know, long gone are the days of, hey, you have 2 or 3 maybe TV options, and you know what, they, you know, the cable and the maybe the satellite companies, no, hey, we don't really need to worry too much, because what do? It's one or the other, basically the same, and we're going to get your money. They're probably going to get some, we're going to get the rest, and then we're still going to make a ton of money. Well, today, that's not true. If these TV services aren't providing a good service, good customer experience, guess what? There's 5 other services, 8 other services I can go to in a heartbeat and just switch. So it's really great. I love the competition. I love the fact that we're being more competitive with this. So hopefully they're successful. Hopefully more come out soon. Maybe the T-Mobile TV, which we haven't heard a lot about recently, will come out nationwide and give us the ability to have another option, another big player in the market for live TV services. So that's it for today. I hope you all have a fantastic Monday. Don't forget about our survey, link at the top of the show notes down below. Just a few minutes, tell us what devices, what services you're using, which ones do you think you'll be using going forward. It's a huge help to us because it lets us keep in touch with you, with the cord cutters, to make sure that our what we're covering and what we're thinking is happening in the world of cord cutting really is by talking with you. So check that out. We'll appreciate your help with that. Now I'll be back tomorrow with more cord cutting news today. Check back often, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because we're posting a lot of other videos too, not just these cord cutting today shows. So take care everybody, be safe. I'll see you back here tomorrow, and thank you for your support.